So, something that I've been watching online is reactions or, debates between two parties. Usually it's a person, I guess they're both normal people, right? But their ideologies are very different. And one particular person's ideology about materialism and using that as a way of measuring success in a person's life and wanting to have multiple women in their life. You know, I guess that person's part of the red pill gang, and it kind of speaks to how I don't know if that's true, but if you take a look at our modern society, whether it's commercials, dramas, um, reality TV shows, things that people talk about, what makes us successful, self help books, music industry. It's all about having the cars, having the girls, for guys, for the girls, having the guys, having that body. Um, is considered successful, but it does become very that that does become very empty after a while. And I think sometimes I watch Abba and Preach, and sometimes I watch other channels, and they speak about it. I think it is the other person that they were debating is younger, and I feel like, at this time he thinks he knows the truth, but as life goes on, as you experience things, you begin to see that money isn't the center of happiness. Sometimes actually money might be the center of problems, and I think it's very important to understand that and also deal with the emotional aspects of yourself. You can become stronger, you can become better. It doesn't always have to come in that form, because I think once you're at a place where you're emotionally and mentally healthy, you know what you want in life, um, other than the materialisms. I think things will start to work better. You'll be working for a cause, you'll be working with something that you love. The idea of everybody being able to succeed with the same exact method doesn't hold true, right? Because everybody's talents is different, everybody's experiences and circumstances are different. And to think that everybody can have the same profession and everybody can succeed is actually counterintuitive. If everybody's a YouTuber, who's gonna run the electricity? Who's gonna help manage that? Who's gonna help create products that allow streamers to continue streaming in high quality? And what about people maintaining the coding on the internet? Coming up with the audio equipment. Who checks off the illegality of different issues? Who helps advocate for you? And people don't think about how they're able to get up to this point, is being able to stream and being able to use the internet, and being able to not being taken down because of certain um, non certain actions that don't really fit the violation of regulations on certain platforms. There's there's a lot that goes behind it, and even then, um, uh, it's just there's certain there, and then the idea of like everybody being able to make money off of crypto and just using that as a crypt, and that everybody can become that 1%. It's not true. Um, Unless we live in a world where resources are of abundance, um, where everything is fairly distributed, then that's not going to happen. And I just don't know where these people are getting their perspective from. And if anything, if other people don't uh, fall into that standard of what they consider successful, then it's considered complacency. Um, you don't know other people's stories. You don't know, haven't lived in their life or be in their shoes. You don't know what kind of difficulties that they're living in. And even if then, how do you know they're not enjoying their life and, making the best of it? Why does it always have to be those types of things? You have to be a millionaire, you have to own a car, own a house, being able to travel all the time. How is that going to make you happy? um there's only there's I feel like if you're constantly on vacation, after a while vacation is going to be kind of moot because there's not something else there to balance it out. It doesn't make vacationing very interesting anymore, does it? um and it speaks to society as well, and it's really saddening that we allow these type of content creators to be out there to espouse these types of principles, whether it's the reality TV people, or you know other platforms on YouTube or whatnot, espousing these type of lifestyles, because they're unrealistic and it's unattainable for everyone. For the fact that some of these folks, especially the ones that are on reality TV, they already have, like Kim Kardashians, the Real Housewives, they actually have money to begin with. That's how they're able to spend the way they do. Paris Hilton, one of the first people who created these types of celebrity reality TV shows, had money, came from a rich family, and to think that everybody can make it, everybody should make it in their own way and not always tying it to something that, once you obtain it, what's the next one? And once you obtain that, what's the next one? You'll never be fulfilled because you'll have to keep going. But certain soft skills, how to deal with people, how to deal with conflicts, how to open dialogues and discussion to create a more inclusive environment instead of the exclusivity that people espouse. It's important. That's where all these issues come in when we don't have a diversive enough or inclusive enough or sorry, equitable enough society. Gosh, my brain's not working. That all comes down to all those things, right? We're not basing off our values off the right stuff, not on family, on social connections. And I don't mean Facebook or Instagram or any of those social media platforms. Actually taking up a phone and making a phone call to your loved ones, or actually taking the time to go and visit them, seeing your friends, sharing things, sharing ideas, sharing feelings, emotions, thoughts, with your loved ones, and being kind to others. I think we have to look at the macro picture of how to make the society better. Proposing and promoting selfishness is definitely not a way to do it. That's all I have to say.